Welcome to the Voice of Prosperity, unlocking the hidden secrets to the power of prosperity in your money, your life, and your business. Get ready for your heart to be touched in a powerful way with your friend and host, Matthew Miglin.
I want to talk to you today about the 4 causes of failure. Failure is unfortunately part of life. We can't avoid failing. It's going to be part of our life, whether we like it or not. Now, let me preface what I'm going to tell you about failure, how to avoid it. Before I do that, let me explain that failure is actually a good thing. We need to embrace failure and be able to understand it's part of life, it's unavoidable, and that if you're going to fail fast, fail forward, and just do it as often as possible, because once you get through your failure, you learn so many life lessons that it gets you to be, what I believe, more successful faster. The people who I've found to be the most successful are often the ones who have failed the most. And so don't be afraid of failure. Failure is something to learn from, to grow from, to become better, stronger from. So I just wanted to preface that don't be afraid of failure. But at the same time, let's not make failure a lifestyle, and let's not make it something that we do, especially as we get older and we get farther into our life and we have more responsibilities and more things on our plate, and we have a family and home and bills to pay and all that. That's not the time to be experiencing lots of failures. But as you're young, it's a great time to experience failures. But even when you're older, you're gonna still experience failures, as I have, and in my 50s, I'm still finding times of failure. But it's so good. It's really great. So anyway, let's talk about the 4 causes of failure. First one is complacency. Complacency is something that, as you get older, it comes to be more and more commonplace. Complacency is that of people getting into their routine, getting into what they call a rut, which is basically a grave with both ends knocked out. Complacency is a place where you get comfortable. Comfort zones are dangerous, very, very dangerous, because when you get in a comfort zone, you tend to not grow more. You tend to stop becoming, best to say, better, smarter, wiser, just a better person in general, because you're comfortable. You have no reason to stretch and to be able to push yourself to be better, just like a muscle. You want to be comfortable in the gym, then you're not going to be causing your muscles to go to failure so that you can grow your muscles. You're going to be comfortable and not cause any pain. So pain is a good thing. Pain is a blessing. Pain is what makes us grow as a person. So complacency is get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone as fast as you possibly can. Get yourself in some uncomfortable situations and positions. You don't like to speak in front of people? Go and speak in front of some people. You don't like to, like the idea of starting a business? Start something. If you're, haven't been able to ask somebody you really like, out, whatever, go ask them out. Just do something that's uncomfortable that you would normally never do, because that will put you in a position where you avoid failure, because complacency is guarantee of putting yourself in a position for failure. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe next month or next year, you're going to put yourself in a position. So avoid complacency at all costs. Number 2 is laziness. I very rarely have met anybody successful in life who is lazy. I've never met many marriages that were great with one person being super lazy. As far as entrepreneurs go, man, it is hard to find maybe 1 in a couple million who were lazy but had a really good idea and still were successful. Generally, it's the lazy who fail because they're not willing to push themselves and go a little bit farther than the other person. Are you someone who's just working your 40 hours a week, or are you doing more than what the other employees are doing? Are you coming home and not doing anything to improve your lifestyle and just sitting in front of the television and not growing, reading, becoming a better person? Are you lazy even at your job? If you're lazy at your own business, you're going to probably fail. You need to be able to do what the other other people aren't doing. They say that those that are successful get up earlier than those who aren't successful, and often stay up later than they do to be able to get more done in the same period of time. They're not lazy. So avoid laziness at all costs. Anything that causes you to be lazy, force yourself to get up and move. Get yourself out of the house. Get yourself to a different place. Go to Panera or Starbucks or someplace to get yourself out of the atmosphere that's caused you to be lazy. Whatever atmosphere you find yourself lazy in, it's a spirit that comes on you. That environment sometimes creates that in you. So get out, get away, escape, so that you don't walk in laziness. It's very deadly. The third is insecurity. I can't tell you how many people, because of how they grew up or how they were treated or how they their peers treated them, their teachers treated them, their parents treated them, who don't have a healthy self-esteem, that don't feel secure in who they are. You need to definitely find a way to increase your value and who you think you are, and be secure in who you are and who you are made to be. You may be completely different than anybody you know on the earth. Well, thank God for that you're unique, that you're special, that you have something that no one else has. Just because you haven't found somebody who's been successful in what you want to do or what you think you're good at or what your unique attributes are, doesn't mean you can't be. It means you're the first one who's going to pioneer that. You're the first one who's going to be an exception to the rule. You're the person who has been destined for being who you were made to be. Don't run from it. Don't try to hide from it. That's who you are. You are made for a reason. You are made special and unique for a reason. And the thing is to start building yourself up. I have a list that I read typically every week, a few times. I'll read a declaration over myself, who I expect to be, who I believe I am, and start speaking it over yourself so you can start feeling good about yourself. Really important to get yourself built up in who God has made you to be and who God believes you are, because God believes in you. He made you for a reason, and He made you that way, and you need to start having the belief and start speaking over your life what He says about you, what the Bible says about you, what you believe your future dreams are and what you expect in life or want in life. Start putting it down and start speaking in the present tense. Start making that insecurity that you have about yourself, the things that you think you can't do, the things you think that you're incapable of or don't have enough ability, whatever, become better at. Make your practice. Become better at those things you want to do or you want to be. Build up your confidence and become secure in yourself, because insecurity will definitely keep you from being successful and cause failure. And it'll cause failure over and over again if you don't have a security in who you believe you are. And last is fear of failure. Sometimes people are so afraid of failing that they never try or start anything new. They don't even try because why? They're afraid of failing. Failure is a beautiful thing. Like I said in the beginning of this talk, that embrace failure. It's what makes you better, stronger. Everyone fails. So don't be afraid to fail. You know what? Failure is only temporary, but a life of complacency and laziness and in being insecure is absolute total failure. You don't want to live like that. So don't live with the fear of failure. Fear is the opposite of love. What I tell people is that you want to get rid of fear, start walking in love. Start loving yourself, loving others, loving your ideas and your dreams. Start falling in love with what your dreams are, and start loving yourself again. Start loving others. Start reaching out and attempting to try to do those things that you've always thought about, those that you've wanted to do. What are you waiting for? It's never too late. I know even my wife, she in her 40s, I kept saying she always wanted to play the drums, but it was now too late in life for her to start. And I said, hogwash, it's never too late. And so what did she do? She took some lessons. She fell in love with it. And now today she's an amazing drummer and just absolutely loves it and doesn't have any regrets for all the risks she took, stepping out, doing something brand new in her 40s when most people don't, they do that when they're teenagers or in their 20s. They don't start anything like that in their 40s. And she did. And I'm proud of her. And that's what you need to do. Not be afraid of failure, not be afraid of taking a risk, doing something that may fail. You know what? I've started a number of different businesses, or started working with a number of different companies on different ideas or products they had. And I failed over and over and over again with so many different business ideas and products that I was trying to sell or things I was trying to market. I failed, but I've had so many successes that have paid off dearly because of the things I learned from the failures. So don't be afraid of it. Success doesn't teach you as much as failure does. So failure is a beautiful thing, but I'm trying to teach you how not to fail by not being afraid of failure. So don't be afraid of failure. Just embrace it, excited about the possibilities that, hey, I might fail, but I also might succeed too. So take these list of the 4 causes of failure, and look at how your life is right now. See which one of those apply. If all of them do, address them all. If 1 or 2 do, address them, and begin to change your life and set yourself up for success in whatever area of your life you're looking forward to, whatever area of your life you want to see different or change. Set yourself up to succeed. Set yourself up to avoid failure by applying the opposites of these failure points, and watch your life begin to change. Watch your life get exciting, and watch the things that you've always dreamed of come to pass, and your life be something special. If this has encouraged you, like this, share this, comment about this. You know what? We all need a kick in the pants sometimes to be able to step out and to avoid failure by stepping out and doing the things that are uncomfortable. So hope this has helped you. Hope this has blessed you. Hope this has changed your life. And if it did, please tell me about it and share it with others.
We hope you were blessed with the message today from Matthew Miglin, the voice of prosperity. If so, make the world better by sharing this with a friend to help them prosper as well. To learn more about this and other resources, visit Matthew at voiceofprosperity.com.